The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Phil Marshall for your personal price plan today.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Let us pray. Dear my Father, we thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for letting us gather here to watch this football game. Pray for the safety of the players, all those that are involved. We'll pray for sportsmanship on both sides of the ball. Pray that you'll watch over everyone safe. With us as spectators, sports. Pray that you'll be. Thank you for your son, Jesus.
Amen. There's a lot more here than what they thought was going to be. They said because it's
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Livingston Academy's Tom Davis Memorial Stadium, where tonight the Livingston Academy Wildcats come back home after a week on the road, traveling up to Crossville to Stone Memorial and playing tonight against one of their big rivals, the Macon County Tigers, the opponent here tonight for Livingston Academy as the Wildcats get ready to play in this region matchup. Let's take a look at the standings in region play, as it is Stone Memorial on top with Upperman. They're tied at 4-0. Of course, those two teams haven't played yet, but they are both 4-0 on the season. Then this Macon County team is 3-1 coming in here to the fifth game of the season. DeKalb County's only played 3 games. They're 1-2. White County is 1-3. Livingston Academy is 0-3, and in the last place is Cumberland County at 0-4 in the standings. So again, Stone and Upperman are tied for first. The winner of that game is going to move into first place alone. Macon County is in third place at 3-1. DeKalb County in fourth place at 1-2. White County in fifth place at 1-3. Livingston in sixth place at 0-3. And Cumberland County in seventh place at 0-4. The top 4 teams make the playoffs. So this game, a very important one here tonight. Craig Cantor along with Stephen Barlow with you for the broadcast of this one as Livingston Academy comes back home. And we kind of talked about it a little bit, Stephen. The weather is kind of always something we start with, and football is a big part of the game. And rain moving through, raining right now here at Livingston Academy, and that's something that these teams haven't played in much this year. So that can be a big factor tonight, and it's a great equalizer, they say. And we're having a little trouble with the microphone, I believe, here for Stephen, as it's nothing coming through here on this one, as we'll try to get this straightened out as the captain's meeting at the center of the field for these two teams. Number 54, the captain for Livingston as the lights out here. Right now it's hard to see. That's Jordan Ficklin, number 55, Nathan Hargis, the other captain for the Wildcats. Macon County, a couple of captains out there as well, as the lights completely go out.
There you go, Craig. I think I'm online.
There you
now.
go. We got you, Stephen. As Livingston Academy, the captains meeting and coming back home. Huge game here. If you have any real hopes of the playoffs, if you can get a win over Macon County tonight, you're still very much in the hunt for a playoff spot. So this is a very important game here tonight.
It is. I think Livingston needs to pull off another win in this conference. We've looked pretty good all year. Last week, Craig, we played well. I think we did a good job playing. We just had a few things that went against us that cost us a few touchdowns, but I think we got our head in the game here, and I think we'll do well against Macon County tonight.
Yeah, a couple of games on the road for Livingston. The one at DeKalb County, the one up at Stone. Turnovers always make a big difference. When you turn the ball over, then things happen that you give them a short field, and that's what both those teams were able to capitalize and get region wins against Livingston Academy.
Yeah, you said it well, Craig. And we was talking about the rain just a minute ago. I was trying to say that this rain, what it happens with this, it makes our running game slow down. It makes our passing game slow down, and you're just going to have to hang on. But raining is a part of football that we hardly ever get a chance to do anymore for some odd apparent reason. But playing in the rain, it cools you down. I loved playing in the rain back a long time ago. But I think it'll quit here in a little bit. So the fans that's watching at home that wanted to come out, I think it's slowed down a little bit to come on out with us.
Yeah, you're looking out here at the field. It doesn't look like it's raining very much. You put your hand out there, though, or you look at the lights, and it's coming down pretty good right now. It's a pretty good rainstorm falling right now, but I'm like you, it may move through pretty quickly. Of course, it may stay a while, too. We're going to be broadcasting the Junior Outlaws Championship game on Saturday morning down in Baxter at Upperman High School, and they're predicting lows Saturday night of 37 degrees here in Livingston, and lows Friday night, tomorrow night, in the low 40s. So that's going to be a cold day for them, and this front, that's what this is moving through right now, and that's what kind of causing this. As Livingston Academy makes their way onto the field for the first time tonight, Livingston wearing the blue jerseys, the blue pants, the white football helmets, the LA on the side of the pants. Livingston Academy. Livingston Academy to kick off, as it'll be Macon County dropping deep to receive for the Tigers. They'll send back their number 7, Gabe Borders, and number 20 dropping deep for Macon County, Braylon Flowers for the Tigers, as they await the kick from Dylan Watson. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events as we get ready for Puckett's Furniture Friday Night Football here on Overton Events. Happy to have you with us for the broadcast of this one, as Livingston Academy pink out tonight here at Livingston, as Watson to kick off for the Wildcats. As we get ready to get this one underway. The only loss for Macon County, they come in 6-1 on the season. Their only loss to Upperman, 14-7. I think I said 6-3. It was Smith County. They beat 6-3, but they lost to Upperman 14-7. And now Watson to kick off. As he'll hit this one on the near side, going to be fielded there by Borders. And Borders will let it bounce, and it bounces into the end zone for a touchback for Macon County. So the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, where they will take over, as Macon County will have their first possession. Macon County to line it up 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line for the Tigers, as they'll have it there. This offense loves to run the football, does Macon County. Quarterback is number 18 for the Tigers, Luke Gammon. Gammon going to move a couple of players to this left side and overload. Gammon going to run on a quarterback keeper the first play of the game. Gammon tries to bounce it outside, will bounce it outside, and he'll carry it across the 30 up to the 32-yard line, a gain of 12 on the first play from scrimmage for Luke Gammon. And a first down is Jake Hughes there to make the tackle for the Wildcats. But Gammon going to pick up a first down on the first play of the game. As Macon County going to line it up again. It's not 18, it's 7 at the quarterback spot on the carry for the Tigers. So he'll come out again from the shotgun. They made a change. We were told 18. I was trying to check on the sound. He'll take the handoff, goes to the running back off the right side. Good gain there. Is on the carry is number 4. That is Zach Borders. Borders going to be tackled by Trey Coleman, but not before he picks up 5 yards on the carry, his first carry of the night. And we'll set up a 6-yard gain, so we'll set up a 2nd and 4 now for the Macon County offense. Just underway here at Livingston Academy is Macon County a couple of runs. That's what they love to do. Remember a year ago, they just lined it up and ran effectively. I can hear him now. Yep. Borders again from the shotgun. Gabe Borders, the quarterback. He'll fake the handoff to the other Borders. He'll keep it up the middle. He's got a big hole to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. It's a foot race as Hughes cuts him off, and Braden Story there to throw him out of bounds, but it's going to be a big gain, but there is a penalty marker down. No, it's not a penalty marker. That's a towel back there. It's going to be a long run, another first down for Luke Borders as he'll take it from the Macon County 37 all the way to the Livingston 25 yards. He'll pick up 37 on the carry for Gabe Borders. His second carry of the night for 49 yards on those 2 carries as Gabe Borders, the quarterback, Zach Borders, the running back for Macon County. Gabe hands off Doyle, keep it, pulls it back out of the belly, and that's a good read as he takes it up the middle of the field, and he'll take it to the end zone for the touchdown for Macon County. 25 yards for the score for Gabe Borders, 84 yards on 3 carries for Borders. It takes them only 1:44 to march downfield and score the touchdown as they take the lead with 10:16 to play in the first quarter as Macon County will come out to attempt the extra point. Eli Gammon to attempt the extra point for the Tigers. Snap good. The place is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So Macon County, a quick first drive. Again, 1:44 is all it takes as they drive it down the field to go in front 7-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Macon County with the 80-yard touchdown drive to start the game. They do it all on the ground. Gabe Borders, 3 carries, 84 yards. Zach Borders, 1 carry, 5 yards. And that doesn't add up. I got to give him another yard, 6 yards to give them their 80 to even it out. Is now Gammon, short kick here as it will be fielded on a hop over on the far side by Livingston Academy. Stepping out of bounds with it, Braden Story, as the rain really starting to come down now here at Livingston Academy. And the Wildcat. It's moved in pretty heavy right now. At least the good thing is the wind's not blowing, so that's one thing. It's coming straight down, so that's not too bad. As it's 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line for Livingston Academy for their first possession of the night. Wildcats coming out with Brody Coffey, their new fullback for Livingston Academy, number 42. Colin Watzel there for the Wildcats. Handoff will go to the tailback for Livingston Academy. That's Trey Coleman on the carry for the Wildcats. A short gain for Coleman as he'll pick up a yard on the play. So both teams, with the way it is raining, may have to go more to the ground game. And it's 2nd and 9 now for Livingston Academy from their own 27-yard line. Wildcats send wide receivers to each side with Bilbrey going to the left. Parrott coming wide to the right. I formation behind Coffee. Coffee will hand off to the fullback straight up the middle. Going to be a short gain on the play, if any there. Maybe a gain of a couple on the carry. Carry by number 42. I'm not sure if that's, I think that is John Geist. It is Geist wearing 42. As Geist moving from his lineman position, so they're mixing it up a little bit. So John Geist wearing number 42 for the Wildcats. They've also changed Colin Watzel from 59 to 43, so they can use both of those players in the backfield. And now penalty markers thrown on 3rd down and 6. It's going to be a false start against Livingston Academy. False start on the Wildcats will back them up to a 3rd and 12. 42 is John Geist for Livingston Academy as they change some numbers prior to this one. 3rd down and 12 now for the Wildcats offense. Coffee rolling out. Pressure from the backside. Coffee going to throw. He's got a man. It's going to be incomplete. Goes through the hands of Daniel Bilbrey. On a wet night, Daniel couldn't pull it in. And the incompletion going to set up a 4th down and 12 now for the Wildcats, and they'll have to punt the football away. Coffee did a good job avoiding that pressure from the backside. He just kind of felt it through it, just held it as long as he could to let Bilbrey clear, but then they couldn't make the connection. Daniels made some big plays for Livingston all season, but just couldn't pull that one in. Now 4th and 12, and Watson to punt, and Macon County should come out of this with great field position here. Snap is good, a little pressure. Watson booms a high one here, as it'll be fielded at the 40-yard line on a fair catch by number 20. For Macon County, that's Braylon Flowers. They're on the fair catch for the Tigers, and Macon County will start at their own 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. And you got to expect them to stay on the ground again because they were so effective. And the running back, Gabe Borders, 3 carries, 84 yards. Rather, 74 yards in the first quarter. He carries 74 yards for Borders, as he'll bring a man in motion. They'll hand off to Flowers on the jet sweep. Flowers looks to cut it upfield. Penalty marker thrown late on the play, as they're going to probably bring this one back. Thrown in the area of a hold. Back behind the play as one of those linemen tackled a defender on the backside. The jet sweep by Braylon Flowers. He'll pick up 4 after the penalty was thrown. And they'll step off the penalty yardage. They're going to back it back to the original line of scrimmage to step off the holding. So no gain on the play for Flowers. And it's going to be a 1st and 20.
It's 1st and 20.
Yeah, they do a theme every week, does Livingston Academy. Pink out tonight here for the Wildcats. Gabe Borders fakes the handoff. He'll keep it off the right side. Cuts back in the middle. Borders makes a man miss there in the middle. Runs through another tackle. Borders to the 40. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Will take it forward for 3 more as he'll pick up 13 on the carry before Trey Coleman and Jake Hughes there to wrap him up for the Wildcats. Call it a 14-yard gain for Borders, as he's knocking on the door of 100 yards already in this first quarter. And we'll It'll be a 2nd and 6 now for the Macon County offense as they line it up from the 44-yard line. Yeah, if you've got an athlete at quarterback that can handle the ball the way Borders can, he's very tough to stop. And he reads so effectively the defense. 2nd and 6 now for Macon County from their own 44. Borders, snap goes through his hands. Borders going to pick it up. He's going to try to run with it. He's in trouble. He's sacked. Livingston Academy got to him. Trey Coleman back there to tackle him for a big loss all the way back to the 25-yard line. Will be a loss of 19 on the play for Gabe Borders. So it's 3rd down and long now for Macon County. 3rd down and 25 for the Tigers offense. And there, that wet football could have come into play again as that one just went right through his hands. Third and 25 for the Tigers offense. Borders. See if he puts it in the air for the first time here. He hasn't thrown very much, and he's not going to here, and he's going to be wrapped up by John Geist. Geist going to sack him again. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So not a sack there, but no gain on the play for Borders. That previous sack brought to you by Livingston Rental Center, making that big defensive play. Livingston Rental Center on West Main Street in Livingston. Go by and see them for all your equipment rental needs. There on West Main Street, just up the road from the Dairy Queen going toward the square. As Macon County, after that bad snap, going to have to punt the football away as Brody Fry will come out to punt. Gets away a good one under some pressure. Fielded on the run by Coffee back there returning punts tonight, and he'll take it into Macon County territory down to the 49-yard line. So the Wildcats going to start this possession on the Macon County side of the field, and after that initial drive, Livingston with a little help comes up and gets a big stop on that second drive. Sometimes you can overcome one miscue on a drive, but after the penalty, then the bad snap, it's hard to overcome two in high school football. And Livingston's going to go to the Navy eye here, the dead eye, stacked eye, whatever you want to call it. They're bringing the 3 running backs. I think Coach Mattenhauser may have ran this offense under Coach Matt Eldridge here at Livingston Academy back in the 90s when he was here. Going to hand it to Coleman, going straight up the middle, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Little Trey, you may have been a part of this offense back in your playing days. Coach Eldridge, he'd do this, and he'd keep the football 10, 12, 13 minutes in a drive, and it's very effective if you can get it working and get the right rhythm going. They were tough. There's no doubt about it. 2nd down and 8 now for the Wildcats offense. They're going to go kind of an inverted wishbone here is Livingston Academy. Colin Watzel. No, that's Gage Hoffman over there at the tight end spot. They try to run the end around to Hoffman, and the exchange is bobbled, and Coffee going to fall on it all the way back to the 45, so they'll lose 7 on that play as Coffee tries to hand it to Gage Hoffman on the little end around there for the Wildcats. But again, wet night, and haven't really ran that very much in the season, so that is one of those that just didn't get together. And on a dry night, that might have been pretty effective because it looked like there was a hole there. We're under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter with Macon County leading 7-0. They scored quickly in the first, and now both teams have been playing pretty even since then as the officials over here telling Coach Hauser something as Coffee under center as whistle stop play, and Livingston's going to take a timeout. Wildcats will use the timeout with 3:34 to play in the first quarter. It's Macon County 7, Livingston Academy 0.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Back after the timeout with Livingston facing a 3rd down and long here late in the second quarter as the Wildcats break the huddle around Coach Mattenhauser. The center for Livingston, number 55, Nathan Hargis. On the right side of the offensive line, new right guard right now for Livingston, number 75. That's Matthew Slayton. The right tackle is number 72, Dawson Ledbetter. Will set the other side after this play as Coffey takes the snap. Coffey, straight drop, looking deep, going down the hash marks on this near side, trying to hit Will Brown, but it falls incomplete. And we'll set up a 4th down now for Livingston. The other side of the offensive line, the right guard, or the left guard, is number 54, Jordan Ficklin. He's the left tackle. The left guard is number 65, Jamie Matzel for the Wildcats. In there at tight end now, replacing Hoffman, is number 43, Colin Watzel. We said he changed from a lineman number to that 43, so they've changed some people around, kind of trying to figure some things out as the season gets later. Dylan Watson to punt here for Livingston Academy. Snap's good. Pressure up the middle. Watson able to get away in the face of that pressure. Flowers will let it bounce. It takes a Livingston bounce, still rolling. Or it takes a Macon County bounce up to the 35-yard line where the Wildcats will down it. That's Gage Hoffman there to down it for Livingston Academy. It took a good kick for Macon County. And the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. And rain kind of moving out a little bit now, slowing down a little bit anyway. Macon County will have the football now. Gabe Borders from the quarterback spot. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to Zach Borders. Breaks the tackle in the backfield, but can't get away from the second man as John Hill is there to wrap him up after a gain of a yard on the play by Zach Borders. But John Hill doing a good job just fighting off the block and getting in there and making the stop. Great. Good form tackle there by Hill. Just wrapped him up and drove him straight to the ground, gave him no chance to make any kind of move. They'll give him 2 on the carry, and it'll set up a 2nd and 8 now for Macon County as they line it up at the 37-yard line. Borders will take the snap. Gabe will keep it. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Back there to get to him for the Wildcats. The first man there is number 57, Jordan Geist, there to wrap him up for Livingston Academy. That sack brought to you by Livingston Rental Center. Livingston Rental Center on West Main Street in Livingston. Go by them for all your equipment rental needs. 2nd sack of the night for the Wildcats defense. And Jordan Geist just getting in there to wrap him up on a good play. Negative yardage play again for Macon County. Going to put them behind the chains and set up a 3rd and 12 here now for Gabe Borders. Borders takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. Borders thought about throwing the football. Now he's beyond the line of scrimmage. Tries to get back. He gets free now. We'll bring it to the near side of the field, and he's got blockers. Borders now stops his progress and will cut it back upfield. Still on his feet. Seth Smith finally going to wrap him up, but Borders going to pick up 9 yards on a play that looked like was over on the far side of the field. He's able to reverse field and make a good gain up to the 42, but he's still short of the 1st down. That brings up 4th down. Yeah, he ran at least 40s. He took it all the way to the far out of bounds line, then brought it back all the way to the hash mark on this near side. And they're keeping the offense out there on this 4th and 3, it looks like, is Macon County. S.S. Smith, he chased him all over. It seemed like he was in pursuit over on the far side, then took a good angle to be able to get over here and make the tackle on this near side, and they will keep the offense in there. Will Macon County. They're going to go with a bunch formation. They'll bring a tight end and an H-back to this left side in motion, maybe trying to draw Livingston off sides, and couldn't do so, and then Macon County will use the timeout. Tigers will call it with 42 seconds to play in the first quarter, with Macon County leading 7-0. Back to Livingston right after this.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Phil Marshall for your personal price plan today.
Back after the timeout with Macon County bringing the punt team on now as they thought better of going for it on 4th down and 3, as they'll bring in Brody Fry to punt the football away for the Tigers. Daniel Bilbrey deep to receive the punt from Macon County. Snap bobbled a little bit by Fry. He'll get away a pretty good punt, though, and it'll take a Macon County roll inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line as Bilbrey couldn't get to it. And pretty good job by Fry there. That snap up around his left shoulder bounced out of his hands. He recovered it and then punted it away and got a pretty good punt out of it.
Prize kick from the club covers 31 yards. First and 10.
Yeah, staying up a return was Livingston Academy as the Wildcats will have it. First and 10 as they trail 7-0 to Macon County. As Livingston has it at their own 27. Rain continuing to fall here on this Thursday night. Happy to have you with us for Livingston Academy football as the Wildcats go to the straight eye here with Coffee. Coffee hands off to Coleman. Coleman, good cut there in the hole. Will bring it to the right side and pick up short yardage on the play. That's Jake Hughes in there at the tailback spot. The play designed to go left. Hughes saw that was clogged up, and he cut it out to the right side and picks up 3 on his first carry. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. We're through 1 here in Livingston Academy. It is Macon County 7, Livingston Academy 0. Back for the second quarter right after this. Ready to start the second quarter. Stephen, during that timeout, I decided time to put on the jacket as it's getting a little cooler here tonight at Livingston Academy. Hasn't been any real feeling football weather yet this season, as it's been very warm throughout this fall, but temperature dropping now with the rain coming through and the moisture in the air, and the Wildcats will have it. 2nd and 7 to start the second quarter. 81 yards of offense in the first quarter for Macon County. Tigers have held Livingston to 1 yard of offense in the first quarter, as John Geist lines up as an H-back on the left side with Hughes behind Coffee. They'll hand to Geist. He's got a big hole. Geist running off the near side will take it up near a first down as he'll be brought down to the 36-yard line. He needed 7. He got 6 on the second carry of the night for Geist, and it'll be a 3rd and 1 for Livingston Academy. They move him from a lineman spot back to run the football. Kind of started last week up in Stone Memorial when they went to that full house backfield with those linemen in there as fullbacks. Now they're going with him as they've changed the number to a straight fullback. Hughes straight up the middle, and Jake going to fight his way forward for a gain of 2 and a Puckett's Furniture first down, the first down of the night for Livingston Academy as the Wildcats move it up to the 41-yard line. And it'll be a first down for Livingston with 11:09 to play in the first quarter. They pick up their first down. Again, Puckett's Furniture first down. Puckett's Furniture on West Main Street in Livingston for all your furniture, appliances, and bedding needs. Coffee, again from that straight eye, going under center. Wildcats going a little old school here tonight as the handoff will go to Coleman. He's hitting the backfield and going to be wrapped up in the backfield. No gain on the play for Coleman as a good defensive stop back there by Macon County's defense as JoJo Scott in there to make the stop along with number 22 back there for the Tigers. That is Dalton Slayton in on the tackle. So no gain for Coleman. We'll set up a 2nd and 10 now for Livingston Academy. The 39-yard line are the Wildcats. I think I said Hughes got to the 41. It's actually the 39 where he's at, where he was brought down. They'll fake the pitch, hand it inside on that end around to Hoffman, and Gage get up to the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play for Gage Hoffman as they fake the pitch, came inside with the handoff to Hoffman, and pretty good stop there by the Macon County defense. Give Hoffman 2 on the carry to set up a 3rd and 8 for Livingston. They'll move Gage to the fullback spot now for the Wildcats. Play action for Coffee. Coffee going down the seam. That's going to be batted away on a good defensive play by Flowers back there to knock it away from Caden Watzel as Livingston trying to hit that little seam pattern to Watzel just running down the hash marks. But there is Flowers to knock it away defensively for Macon County and set up a 4th down and force a punt for the Wildcats. Yeah, it'd be hard to thread that needle as Dylan Watson will take the high snap. Pressure, it's blocked. Macon County gets the block, and it's going to be picked up by the Tigers with a scoop and score for Macon County. Getting the score is Ty Young. I didn't get the number of the man that got the block, but Macon County will block it. Then Young will pick it up and score the touchdown on the scoop and score for the Tigers as they get a special team score to go in front 13-0. Eli Gammon on to attempt the extra point for Macon County out of the hold of Gabe Borders. As Macon County scores a special teams touchdown on a blocked punt for the Tigers. Snap good, the place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:15 to play in the first half, your new score, Macon County 14, Livingston Academy 0. Back to Livingston right after this.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The Best Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Macon County with the special teams play to get the block punt and pick it up and run it in for a touchdown for the Tigers, and they go in front 14-0 after adding the extra point. For Macon County, as Isaiah Barrera coming in to kick off. Macon County coached by Kyle Shoulders. Defensive coordinator is Sean Corbett. Offensive line and linebackers coach Spencer Young. Also Chase Whittemore. Also Ethan Jenkins and several other assistant coaches for Macon County as Barrera will kick this one to Bilbrey at the 14. Bilbrey looking for some room at the 24, but wrapped up quickly as Daniel just trying to find a hole to run through, and Macon County then in there to wrap him up and take him to the ground hard was JoJo Scott there for the Tigers, and Livingston will start this drive at their own 22-yard line. First and 10 Wildcats from their own 22-yard line as they trail now 14-0 to Macon County. Watzel, they'll send him out to the right side along with Will Brown. Livingston with that H-back on the right side for the Wildcats. Fullback just kind of offset to the right side. And this offset eyes, the pitch will go to Hughes running behind that blocker, but not much room as Macon County in there to wrap him up quickly. Good group of tacklers there to make the stop for the Tigers, and Hughes going to lose a yard on the play. Now, one play can make such a huge difference. 2nd and 11 here for the Wildcats as they go back to the eye. Hughes deep in the eye for Livingston Academy. Coffey going to take the snap. Coffey under pressure, steps up in the pocket. Brody in trouble. Now will try to get complete. He does get complete on this near side to Carson Parrott. That's to Jake Hughes coming out of the backfield. Hughes going to have a short gain as Coffey did a good job buying time there. I was watching it through the binoculars, and it just looked for all the world that somebody from behind him was going to knock the football away out of his hand, but they didn't do so. First completion of the night for Brody Coffey to Jake Hughes for a gain of 2 on the play to set up a 3rd down and 8 now for the Wildcats offense. They're at their own 24-yard line is Livingston. You go the pistol formation with the fullback to the right side of Coffey. Coffey under pressure. Coffey trying to get away from it. Penalty marker thrown. Coffey going to pick up the 1st down, but it's coming back as one of the offensive linemen tackled that rusher. As good pressure on this near side by Dalton Slayton, and Livingston kind of took him to the ground, and going to be a hold on the Wildcats to bring this one back. The officials talking to each other. There's the signal of holding against Livingston Academy. As it'll back them up inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 18 for Livingston. Wildcats got to hurry. Play clock at 2. They snap the ball to Coffey. Coffey again has pressure. Coffey finds Hughes open on this near side. Hughes up to the 25-yard line, but he's going to be short of the 1st down. He will pick up 11 on the catches. Again, Coffey standing in and taking a hit, but finding the receiver, Jake Hughes, but he's going to be about 7 yards shy of the 1st down. Sets up a 4th and long for Livingston. They'll send Watson out to punt again for the Wildcats. Dylan Watson to punt. Macon County should come out of this with good field position. The high snap. Watson able to get to it. Watson will get the punt away. It takes a big hop. Flowers catches it on a hop. He'll try to take it to the far side of the field. Now cuts it back near side. Penalty marker thrown. And Flowers brought down at the 45-yard line. But a penalty marker thrown behind the play. will probably back them up. Halfway through this second quarter, Macon County leading by a score of 14-0 here in this region matchup. Macon County trying to stay in the hunt for a region title. It's going to be a block in the back against Macon County. We told you earlier, Stone and Upperman both 4-0. Macon County one game behind them at 3-1. DeKalb County then at 1-2. White County at 1-3. Livingston and Cumberland County both looking for their first win in the region, as Macon County sees the penalty back them up to the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They go to a shotgun, a pistol formation for Borders. He'll hand off to Zach Borders, and he's got a big hole. He's in open field at midfield. A foot race with Hughes. Borders to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and Zach Borders will take it the distance. He'll go 68 yards for the touchdown for Macon County. Yeah, they had a 4-play drive to start the game. This one a 1-play drive with 5:51 to play in the second quarter, and Zach Borders, he just found a hole on that left side and was untouched. 68 yards. Jake Hughes tried to chase him down, couldn't run him down, and Macon County has extended their lead now to 20-0 with the extra point coming. Snap a little high. Borders gets it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good by Gammons. And we'll take a moment now to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. The Muscle Factory, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, E.B. Gray Jewelry and Gifts, Willow Grove Marina, Lucky Red Stables, Wascon Incorporated, Maynard's Auto Sales, R&M Family Pharmacy, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Overton County News, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Family Healthcare, Livingston Dairy Queen, Bullseye Security, Livingston Regional Hospital, First Church of Livingston, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture, compliments of a Wildcat fan, State Farm Insurance Phil Marshall, 1806 Barbecue, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Livingston Rental Center, Smith's Septic Service, Livingston Dance Studio, Highway 111 Deli, Farm Bureau Insurance, Milton Rains and Family, People's Bank and Trust Company, and Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, our sponsors here on Overton Events. If you enjoy our broadcast on Overton Events, go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our YouTube page. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a follow there on Facebook. Share our videos on your Facebook page. Macon County to kick here, leading 21-0 now, as that's a short kick bouncing to the far side. That's a live football, as Bilbrey going to pick it up at the 8, and Bilbrey in trouble inside the 10 and brought down there. That's a good kickoff there by Macon County's Gammons, keeping it away from the return man and giving his coverage team plenty of time to get down there. Livingston only the single return man back, and they kicked it away from him. That was a live football, and Macon County was getting very close to it before Bilbrey picked it up. But we are down to 5:48 to play in the first half, with Macon County leading by a score of 21-0 as Trey Coleman checks back in for Livingston. Coffee under center with Geist at the fullback. They'll hand to Geist, tries to bounce it outside, but he can't get away from number 0, Braden Warren, there to wrap him up for the Tigers for a loss of a yard. Braden Warren just read that quickly. Fought off the blocker, got back there and wrapped him up for a loss on the play. And the Wildcats behind the chains once again here to set up a 2nd and 11. Geist coming out from that fullback spot. Is Livingston going to go back to the pistol without the fullback there? They'll move Hughes to the left to go into the shotgun formation. Coffee will take the snap. Brody looking near side. Little comeback pattern by Bilbrey, and he'll make the catch, and then he is hammered by Braden Warren again. Warren's got a couple of big hits defensively for Macon County. Bilbrey going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 on the play on his first catch. But Warren making a big-time stop to set up a 3rd down and 6 for Livingston Academy. Four and a half to play here in the first half. Macon County taking a 21-0 lead on their last long touchdown run. Coffey throws to Hughes out of the backfield. Hughes breaks a tackle in the backfield, then that wet turf will cause him to slip down as Jake trying to plant over on that far side. He'll lose a couple on the play. It was a forward pass to Hughes, so a loss of 2. Set up a 4th and 9. The Wildcats going to have to punt the football away. So Watson to punt it away. If you're a Livingston fan, you got to be just a little bit antsy right here. Macon County's already blocked one that caused a turnover immediately on the scoop and score. Snap is good here. Pressure again, but Watson gets it away. Short punt. Flowers will field it at the 36. Flowers up the right side of the field. Flowers cuts it back in the middle, takes it inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. So Macon County with the short field with 3:22 to play in the first half and 2 timeouts left for the Tigers. They'll start this drive on the Wildcat 19-yard line. And Braylon Flowers. Braylon Flowers, a good athlete for Macon County. He's made a couple of defensive plays, a bat away on a deep pass, now a good punt return, and Macon County with a short field here after their defense does a good job. They split out wide receivers to each side. They haven't thrown the football yet. You'd think it might be about time for them to try one here at the 19, but they've ran it so well, they'll bring a man in motion. They'll fake it to him on the jet sweep. Borders going to keep it, and he's not going anywhere. That is Trey Coleman over there to wrap him up for the Wildcats, and Zach Borders going to lose a yard, rather Gabe Borders going to lose a yard on the play for Macon County. Second and 11 for the Tigers offense. They're backed up to the 20-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play. A pretty quick moving first half here at Livingston Academy. Gabe Borders in the pistol. Zach Borders behind him. Handoff will go to Zach Borders. He hits that hole quickly, takes it upfield quickly before he's wrapped up there by Carson Parrott for the Wildcats. But Zach Borders just explosive on that first couple of steps. He's up to full speed in 3 steps, and he takes it down near the 12-yard line where he's going to be brought down. He'll pick up 8 yards on the carry. Pretty good 1-2 punch. Zach Borders, 83 yards and a touchdown. Gabe Borders, 73 yards and a touchdown. He'd be over 100 if not for that snap that went over his head that he had to go back and recover. That's a couple of weapons in the backfield for Coach Shoulders. Gabe Borders from the shotgun. Zach Borders leading him off the left side. He'll pick up the first down as he takes it across the 10. Down near the 5-yard line, John Hill, Trey Coleman, and Carson Parrott there to wrap him up, but not before a gain of 7 on the play for Gabe Borders. And a first down for Macon County. That's only their 3rd first down of the half, but they've had some really big plays as Macon County. First and goal from the 5-yard line for the Tigers offense. A minute 20 to play first half. Macon County moves a couple of players over to the right side. Borders takes the snap. He'll run it to the right side, cuts it upfield. Borders will walk into the end zone with a touchdown for Macon County. 5-yard run for Gabe Borders. His second touchdown of the night will put Macon County in front, 27-0, with 1:07 to play in the first half. We talked about the run game of Macon County, and it's been as good as advertised for the Tigers coming in here tonight. You look at them, those linemen aren't very big for Macon County, but they're physical. They get out and they attack those defensive players. Little snap is a little low. Borders gets it down. The kick is through by Gammons, and we're down to 1:07 to play in the first half. It's Macon County 28, Livingston Academy 0. Back to Livingston right after this. So Macon County gets the good return on a punt by Flowers to take it down inside the 20-yard line to start the drive. And they extend the lead now to 28-0 after the extra point, as Barrera coming in to kick off for Macon County, as they'll kick with 1:07 to play in the first half, as Macon County has been very effective with the ball control. Short kick here. Barrera will have it fielded at the 25-yard line. That's Geist returning it up across the 30 to the 35-yard line as John Geist takes it on a 10-yard return. And Livingston Academy will have it first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Don't want to make a mistake here and give them another possession if you're Livingston. He's done that every time. He's seen enough NFL stuff and everything to know when you go through that traffic to put both hands on the football. And as a lineman, he hasn't had the reps that you have as a running back throughout your formative years at the position, so he doesn't have that, whereas he got the confidence to just put it in one hand and carry it that way, so he's smart to put the both hands on the football. Coffee from the shotgun. Brody will take the snap. Coffee wanting to throw. He looks to the far side, now tries to run, but can't get away from Macon County. That's a good stop right there by number 65 in there on the tackle for the Tigers. As wrapping him up is Isaiah Cates there for Macon County. No gain on the play for Brody Coffee. Wildcats not in a hurry here as the play clock down to 15, the game clock down to 25. So about a 10-second difference between the two. Parrott and Weitzel to the right side. Brown will join them over there. Jake Hughes coming wide to the left as they empty the backfield. Coffee has pressure, throws near side, but Hughes wasn't looking, underthrown anyway. And the incompletion going to set up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Wildcats offense with 10 seconds to play in the first half. And a chance to throw it deep here for Livingston. They have it 3rd down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Of course, if you're Macon County, you can get a stop here. You can force a punt if you want to use a timeout and make them punt the football to you. Again, empty backfield for Coffee. 4 wide receivers. 5 wide. Is Coffee going to run it up the middle? Uses a hand to stay on his feet, and he's going to pick up the first down as Brody Coffee. Coffee able to move the football out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 12 on that Puckett's Furniture first down by Brody Coffee, but the half will come to an end right there. Good second quarter for Livingston Academy. May have gotten a timeout here. Let's wait and see if they'll give it to him. The Macon County defense is still out there. The Wildcats going to huddle around Coach Mattenhauser. They did get the timeout before the play clock ran out, or the game clock ran out, so it will be a timeout here for Livingston That gain by Coffee, a gain of 12, as it looked like he's going to be wrapped up about 3 yards upfield, but he was able to break free of a tackle. We will tell you coming up on Saturday, we've got the junior Overton County Outlaws playing for the championship against the Upperman Stingers down in Baxter at Upperman High School. Join us for the coverage of that one beginning around 10:30 on Saturday morning. Then next week, Coach Heather Marshall's Lady Wildcats soccer team will open up district tournament play as they'll play down in Baxter as well. They'll play over at the old school over where Baxter Junior High used to be, if you're familiar. They play at the old football field, their soccer games. They'll play on Tuesday night, and if they win, they'll play again on Thursday night of next week down there in a couple of district tournament games. As 1st and 10 Livingston from their 46-yard line. You can see all three of those right here on Overton Events. Coffee will take the snap. Coffee rolling to his right. Time has run out. Coffee going to throw down the field. It's going to be intercepted by Macon County on the last play of the first half, and that interception is by number 10, Ty Young, for the Tigers. As Young gets the interception, first turnover of the half by either team will be the interception at halftime. And at halftime, it is Macon County 28, Livingston Academy 0. We'll be back to Livingston as we'll have our halftime activities. We'll come back to Livingston in just a little bit.
Hello friends, are you in the market for a new mattress or bedroom suit? Puckett's Furniture is your Tempur-Pedic and Sealy Posturepedic mattress dealer. Take advantage of Puckett's low price guarantee, plus up to 80% off of our Jameson solid latex mattress sets, putting thousands of dollars in your pocket. Queen mattresses starting at $599. Come check out our large inventory of solid wood bedroom suits before these ridiculously low prices are gone forever. Financing also available. Puckett's Furniture since 1954. Come on down.
Hello friends, I'm LG Puckett with Puckett's Pond. I'm a professional numismatist and a 60-year member of A&A. I'm a strong buyer and collector of coins, gold, silver, and precious metals. If you want to buy, sell, trade, or pawn, then come on in and visit my money museum. It's in the back of Puckett's Furniture. I've got a free gift for the kids, and I'm ready to serve your precious metal needs. At Puckett's Pond, 1125 West Main Street in Livingston.
Come on down.
Macon County leading Livingston by a score of 28-0 in this matchup here tonight in Region 4 4A, as the Macon County Tigers trying to move to 4-1 in the region. Livingston looking at their first region win this season, but Macon County, Stephen Barlow, a big first half by the Macon County run game, and they made some plays on special teams that have just kind of helped this offense to really get going after they end up with a short field. And this Macon County team is just a complete team. Now, the Wildcats, after tonight, they'll have a week off next week. They won't play on Friday the 13th for Livingston Academy. They've actually got tomorrow off, then a couple of weeks before they play again. They'll be on the road up in Crossville once again. Kind of odd to make the trip up to Crossville twice, but the TSSAA made the region schedules for all teams in the state of Tennessee this season, so they didn't look at that the way the region coaches do. So Livingston going to Stone Memorial last week. They'll go to Cumberland County in a couple of weeks when they travel up there. Then they'll close out. That's on the 20th when they play. Then on the 27th, Wildcats come back here to take on White County to close out the regular season. Hopefully by then they'll be still fighting for a playoff spot for Livingston Academy, as White County coached by first-year head coach Curtis Beatty. He was a member of the 2005 state championship team here at Livingston Academy. So Coach Beatty down there getting his first head coaching job, doing a pretty good job down there at White County. Me too. And the good thing is that next year there's still 5 home games here, because Pickett County will come back. Whites Creek is scheduled to come back to Livingston Academy as well after the storm and everything, and they didn't come back. You have to wonder what might happen with that. Not really sure if they'll still honor that contract by coming back, but you never know. They are scheduled to be back here, and you would think they would follow up with that contract. So Livingston still 5 home games next year. So Coach Hauser, 12 of his first 20 at home, so that's not too bad.
It's not bad.
Macon County, their stats look as good as they do on the scoreboard. 168 yards of total offense for the Tigers, all on the ground. 2 players with all of the yardage. 85 yards for Gabe Borders, 2 touchdowns. 83 yards and a touchdown for Zach Borders. They also blocked a punt and returned it for a touchdown. And they have 168 rushing yards, did not attempt a pass in the first half, didn't throw the football a time. Livingston, the Macon County defense, has held them to 39 yards in the first half, 22 on the ground, as they're being led by a couple of players with 7 yards. Brody Coffey has 7. John Geist has 7 rushing yards. 4 yards in the first half for Jake Hughes on the ground. Trey Coleman with 3, 1 yard for Gage Hoffman to give them their total of 22 rushing yards. Throwing the football, Coffey completed 4 out of 8 in the first half for 17 yards. No touchdowns, 1 interception for Coffey. 3 of the 4 catches by Jake Hughes for 12 yards. 1 catch, 5 yards for Daniel Bilbrey, as we're ready to get the second half underway with Barrera to kick off for the Tigers, as he'll boot this one away. Livingston with possession to start the second half. Caden Weitzel from the 10 up to the 20, and he's going to be wrapped up at about the 23-yard line, as in there to make the stop for Macon County is JoJo Scott, who's had a good game defensively for the Tigers, as he'll make the stop there. They'll give Weitzel the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Livingston Academy.
One thing that's happened after halftime, the rain has gone away, but the wind has came in. And so the temperature's dropping.
You look up the lights, still pretty steady rain falling. It's just, you just don't notice it that much. Just looking out through the lights. Coffey from the shotgun will hand off to Coleman, trying to go off the right side, and he'll pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on the carry. I didn't make the trip down to the field, but talking to some people that did, and they said it's just with the rain, it hasn't been a heavy rain, but it's been a steady rain for an hour and a half, and the field is extremely wet right now. Livingston's got a player down out there for the Wildcats. That's number 75, shaken up for Livingston Academy. Matthew Slayton down on the field for Livingston. That's something you never want to see, is any kind of injury to anyone, as they're out looking at the leg of Slayton, the ankle, what they're looking at right now for the offensive lineman. As he's played a lot tonight, they're going to help him to a sitting position. Now, going to see if he can put any weight on that ankle, and he cannot. They'll help him up, and now he is putting a little weight on it. Going to try to walk off unassisted, so good to see that. Got rolled up on it, looked like, did Slayton. And they'll get number 59 out there, Colin Watzel. He'd been wearing 43 as a tight end. They changed him back to 59 now, and he's going to be in there in the offensive line. That's number 56. That's not 59. That is Frankie Guerrero in there for the Wildcats, wearing 56. Coffee from the shotgun on 2nd and 7 for Livingston. Slant pattern through the hands of Parrott and incomplete. Had a lot of zip on that one, a little high. Parrott leaping up, able to get his hands on it, but couldn't pull in that hot throw from Brody Coffee, and it'll set up a 3rd and long now for Macon County. Now Guerrero will leave, as they will get back in there. Number 59, Watzel, checking back in. As he comes back in for wind blowing the papers all over everywhere. Have to keep that out of your way there. 3rd down and 7 now for Livingston. Coleman in the backfield with Coffee. Coffee will take the snap. Brody going through his progression. Nobody open. Rolling right. He'll direct traffic. Coffee going to throw deep down the far side. Flowers will have his hands on it, but can't pull it in, and he's disappointed on the far side. That one dropped right into the hands of Braylon Flowers, and it falls incomplete. He could have had an interception there, but just couldn't hold on.
In it for Carson Parrott. He wasn't in the position where the ball was thrown.
So the incompletion going to set up a 4th and 7 now, and the Wildcats will have to punt the football away. They've got Gabe Borders back to receive the punt now instead of Flowers. Little change up here from Coach Josh Shoulders for Macon County. Snap is high. Watson able to go back and get it. He'll punt it away. Short punt. It'll take a big Livingston bounce and bounce out of bounds inside the 40, down at the 36-yard line. And Dylan Watson, great play there just to get to that one for Livingston Academy to avoid the snap over his head.
You think he was trying to keep it out of his hands.
Yeah, anytime Borders touches it, he's dangerous. And if he gets it in the open field, he can be really dangerous for Macon County. As the Tigers going to have their first possession of the second half as they force a 3-and-out by Livingston to start this half, as they're going to get number 1, Cooper Carlisle, into the ball game for the first time. Is he going to play quarterback for Macon County? He is. Carlisle will be the new quarterback for the Tigers. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to Gabe Borders, who's moved to the tailback spot. And Borders will pick up 3 yards on the carry. So they're moving Borders to tailback for Macon County. Carlisle.
Takes out the dual threat.
It's probably better for Livingston, really, because he doesn't have the football in his hands every play. They're going to give Carlisle a little playing time here with Borders there with him. 2nd down to short 7 for Macon County here, as Carlisle will go from the pistol this time. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to Borders. Borders straight up the middle. He'll be close to a first down for Macon County. Depends on the spot. Looks like he's got it there, and they will move the chains on a gain of 8 for Gabe Borders. First down of the second half for the Tigers. They picked up only 4 in the game, but they put up 28 points on some big plays for the Macon County offense. Special teams play on a blocked punt. They return for a touchdown. 2 wide receivers going to the left side. They'll move the tight end and the H-back that way, as they'll hand the Borders to run behind that student body left. Borders bounces outside. Borders to the edge. He'll cut it back, but he stepped out of bounds over on that far side, and he'll be a yard shy of the first down, but he will go over 100 yards on that carry as Borders now 105 yards to lead Macon County in rushing. 14 carries, 105 yards for Borders. It's Braden Story there to force him out of bounds for the Wildcats and set up a 2nd and 1 for Macon County as they're on the Livingston Academy side of the field now just inside the 44. Carlisle with Zach Borders in the backfield with him now. Carlisle going to keep it. He'll take it right up the middle. Carlisle's got a big hole and got a blocker. Carlisle will bounce it outside to the 20. Carlisle cuts it back inside the 5-yard line, and he'll be brought down there as Will Brown going to chase him down for Livingston, but Carlisle will pick up 42 yards on his first carry of the night and a first down for Macon County, and Will Brown will save the touchdown for the moment for Livingston Academy. First and goal at the 2-yard line for the Tigers offense as Cooper Carlisle, the freshman, with a big-time run for Macon County.
Greg, I said we got rid of that dual threat. I don't think we got rid of it.
Now, Carlisle, he's pretty effective, too, just as a freshman for the Tigers offense. He'll take the snap a little high, and he had to catch that one up around the headgear, and that'll keep him from going anywhere as the Wildcats going to wrap him up. Is in there. Livingston Academy going to bring him down, and making the tackle there for Livingston is Jordan Geist along with Colin Watzel in there on the stop. Loss of a couple on the play for Carlisle.
Geist holding his hand just a little bit there. The ref was checking it out.
I think he got stepped on. When he made that stop, he started to get up, and I think he got
calling the timeout.
Hand stepped on. He's going to have to come out.
He might be bleeding a little bit.
Now, those cleats on the back of your hand, what it looked like, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looked like happened. Talking about Coach Clint Melton there tomorrow. He'll be leading, or by tonight, a couple of days, he'll be leading his junior Outlaws, trying to go back-to-back in the junior division championships. That snap over the head of Carlisle. It's rolling. Still free, and they'll finally get to it back at the 22-yard line. Livingston says they have recovered. Let's see. The officials haven't pointed.
Got it.
And Livingston has recovered. That's Seth Smith with the recovery. First turnover of the night for Macon County on the fumble, and that's a Livingston Rental Center turnover as the Wildcats force the fumble on the high snap. They get back there and recover it. Seth Smith, go by Livingston Rental Center on West Main Street in Livingston. For all your equipment rental needs, just go up from the Dairy Queen on the way to the square. They're right there on the right, Livingston Rental Center. Here in Livingston, Seth Smith with the recovery, and that's a big stop right there for the Livingston Academy defense.
It's good for Livingston Academy to keep them off that ball till Livingston get on it.
Coffee now from the shotgun, going to split Coleman out in motion. Coffee trying to throw to him out of the backfield, led him a little much, and the pass falls incomplete. So they'll set up a 2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats. Coleman on that little wheel route coming out in the flats. He'd gotten open, but Coffee just led him a little too much on the sideline. Incompletion sets up a 2nd and 10 with 8:15 to play in the third quarter. Hughes back in the backfield with Coffee for the Wildcats. He'll step to the right shoulder of Brody Coffee. Macon County showed a little blitz on the far side. Coffee throws to the far side, going to be caught over there by Parrott, and it'll be a Puckett's Furniture first down on the pickup of 14 to Carson Parrott on his first catch of the night. First down the second half. Puckett's Furniture on West Main Street in Livingston. For all your furniture, appliance, and bedding needs, go see them down at Puckett's Furniture. 14-yard gain for Parrott. Moves the football up to the 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Livingston. Bilbrey and Watzel to the near side. Parrott, the lone receiver on the far side. Hoffman, the tight end, over on the far side. They'll fake it to Hughes. Coffee will keep it on the little run pass option, and he'll take it up to the 40-yard line and pick up 6 on the carry for the Wildcats. But set up a 2nd and 4 now for Livingston. A little handoff fake there in the belly of the fullback, or the running back Hughes, and then Coffee just pulls it out at the last minute. Gains positive yardage on that one. Trey Coleman back in the backfield now with Coffee. Brody will hand off to Coleman. Coleman going off the right side. He'll find a crease there to get through and pick up 6 yards. And the Puckett's Furniture first down as the tackle made there by Dalton Slayton. But Trey Coleman will move the chains on that carry. Puckett's Furniture on West Main Street in Livingston as they move the football out to the 46-yard line for the Wildcats offense. Pretty good drive coming off that fumble recovery here for Livingston, picking up back-to-back first downs. Moving up near midfield. 6-man front for Macon County. Coffee throws near side. Watzel's wide open into Macon County territory. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Let's see where they say he stepped down. He'll get all the way down to the 33. Gain of 20 on the play to Caden Watzel, and another Puckett's Furniture first down. Puckett's Furniture on West Main Street for all your furniture, bedding, and appliance needs. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Macon County 32-yard line. Call it 22 to Watzel. The 1st and 10 Livingston as Coffee's got them marching here in this third quarter. Clock stop with 6.5 to play in the third. Coffee will take the snap. He'll hand off to Coleman. Coleman breaks a couple of tackles, takes it across the 30, down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on first down for Trey Coleman. And anytime you can get 5 on first down, that's a very successful play on first down.
Very big.
2nd and 5 now for the Wildcats offense. We're halfway through the third quarter with Macon County leading here in Livingston by a score of 28-0. Tigers trying to go to 4-1 in the region. Livingston trying to get their biggest win in a while if they could come back in this one, but time ticking away here tonight as Coffee will take the snap. Brody wants to throw. He'll throw deep down the near side. Hughes is out there. Did he catch it? And did he stay in bounds? He did not. Incomplete. The official waves it off as Hughes on this sideline trying to tiptoe there and keep the feet in bounds and pull it in. Just couldn't do so. That'll set up a 3rd and 5 now for the Livingston offense as Macon County has gotten some new players out there defensively. Those white jerseys, you can tell that they're new because there's not a speck of the mud on the field out there on them. 2-down territory here for Livingston as Coffee. We'll see that defense flex over to their left. Coffee going to run away from that flex, and he's just hammered down there by Gabe Borders, who didn't make the tackle. He just put the shoulder into Coffee and just knocked him down, but Coffee picks up 4. Needed 5. It'll be a 4th and 1 for the Livingston offense now. See, they're looking over it. Maybe closer than the initial spot looked. It will be a 4th and 1.
It looked like they was about a yard shy.
Yeah, they took a long look at it, though. But it is 4th and 1 for the Wildcats offense. So a possession down here as we move under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
But they got it marked about a half a yard off.
Livingston going to that jumbo formation they like to run for the Wildcats. As Slayton coming back in for Livingston. Good to see him returning after leaving earlier in this drive.
They better hurry up.
With the ankle bothering him. The play clock down to 4. Coffee's got to hurry. Coffee under center, and they'll have to take a timeout. So the Wildcats will use their first timeout of the second half to avoid the penalty, and they'll take it with 4:32 to play in the third. With timeout, your score, Macon County 28, Livingston Academy 0.
You pulled the computer, you pulled me with you.
4th and 1 for the Wildcats offense as they're quickly back out on the field. Macon County just now getting on the field. Livingston wanting to run something quickly. It'll be a quarterback sneak. They drop it, and Macon County's going to get the stop. Coffee under center, lost the exchange from center, and Macon County is going to get the turnover. They will take over on downs anyway, but they will recover the fumble. It looks like Macon County.
Turnover on downs. 1st and 10.
As Macon County will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll spot it down. Or it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Might have tried to run it just a little too quick with that defense, a little slow getting out there. I say the 25-yard line is where they'll spot it down. So 1st and 10 Macon County from their 25. Carlisle still in there at quarterback. Freshman takes the snap. He'll hand off to Gabe Borders. Borders running through tackles on the far side. Borders still on his feet, but Braden Story says that's enough of that and will wrap him up after about a 4-yard gain. Story with a good open field tackle on a very good open field runner to bring down Borders after a gain of 4.
It was a very good tackle. He broke 3 tackles before he met Story.
That's up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers offense from the 29-yard line. So it tells me that the confidence they have in their running backs is completely on the name of Borders, as you've got Zach Borders that started the tailback. Now Gabe Borders moving from quarterback back to tailback. There's their first pass of the night. It's caught on the far side as Carlisle will complete it over there to number 8, making the catch for Macon County. That is Keelan Heyer there to make the catch, and Heyer will move the football up to the 38-yard line where Braden Story will push him out of bounds. It'll be enough for a first down on their first pass attempt of the night, coming with just over 3.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Heyer going to pick up about 9 and move the chains for Macon County. 2 receivers this near side. Carlisle going to hand off inside to Gabe Borders, and Borders up across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play for Gabe Borders as he continues to add to his total. He's up to 115 yards rushing on the night with 2 touchdowns for the Macon County quarterback / tailback here tonight.
95 yards before he took the tailback position. That's a lot of yards for a quarterback.
They've had some good ones over there, dual threats. Seth Carlisle, one of the best to ever play in this region for Macon County. Cooper Carlisle will hand off to Borders. Borders quickly up the middle. Borders bounces outside to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Gabe Borders. 56 yards for the score for Macon County. So Borders, 171 yards on the night. His 3rd touchdown. This one coming with 2:10 to play in the 3rd quarter will put Macon County in front by a score of 34-0, and that will start the continuous clock, and they've already started it here at Livingston Academy as Gammons to attempt the extra point. Snap is good, place is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with the extra point, the clock stopped at 1:43 to play in the 3rd, and Macon County moves their lead up to 35-0 as we'll take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Smith Septic Service, Livingston Dance Studio, Highway 111 Deli, Farm Bureau Insurance, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, People's Bank and Trust Company, Milton Rains and Family, Livingston Rental Center, Puckett's Family Dentistry, 1806 Barbecue, compliments of a Wildcat fan, State Farm Insurance Phil Marshall, Puckett's Furniture, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Gary Maxwell Insurance, First Church of Livingston, Livingston Regional Hospital, Bullseye Security, Livingston Dairy Queen, Livingston Family Healthcare, The Muscle Factory, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, E.B. Gray Jewelry and Gifts, Willow Grove Marina, Lucky Red Stables, Wascon Incorporated, Maynard Auto Sales, R&M Family Pharmacy, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Overton County News, and the Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands are sponsors here on Overton Events. Gammons to kick off for Macon County. Short pooch kick on this near side. Hoffman will field it at the 34 and step out of bounds at the 35 as Macon County trying one of those little Bruce Lamb pop it into an open part of the field and try to go get it, but Gage Hoffman able to field that one on the fly and step out of bounds and get possession for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Gabe didn't even want to turn it upfield. He said nope. He was already all over him by the time he touched it.
Continuous clock going here in the third quarter as we move under a minute to play in the third. Wildcats will come onto the field. 2 games left this season for Livingston Academy. On the 20th, they'll be on the road up in Crossville to take on Cumberland County. On the 27th, they'll be at home to take on White County. 2 games left in the regular season as Coffee from the pistol will hand off to Coleman. Coleman going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. The ball may have came out. Now Coleman held on to it. No gain on the play for Trey Coleman. And the clock runs. Livingston may not hurry. Try to get this play off here with the game clock down to 15 seconds. They will try to run one more play before the third quarter comes to a close. Coffee from the shotgun with Coleman back there with him. Coffee has time. He's throwing down the near sideline trying to go to Bilbrey, and it's going to be incomplete. Good defense out here by number 11. Xavier Bentley there to knock it away from Bilbrey, and that will end the third quarter. After 3 complete, it's Macon County 35, Livingston Academy 0. We'll have the fourth quarter coming up right after this.
Hello, friends. Are you in the market for a new mattress or bedroom suit? Puckett's Furniture is your Tempur-Pedic and Sealy Posturepedic mattress dealer. Take advantage of Puckett's low price guarantee, plus up to 80% off of our Jameson solid latex mattress sets, putting thousands of dollars in your pocket. Queen mattress.
Macon County leading by a score of 35-0 as we get ready to move to the fourth quarter. 304 yards of offense for Macon County, 295 of that on the ground. Gabe Borders, huge night running the football, 171 yards, 3 touchdowns for Borders. Zach Borders has carried 83 yards for a touchdown. Cooper Carlisle has come in at quarterback, and he has had 2 rushes for 41 yards. Carlisle did complete the first pass of the night, as it was complete to Keelan Hire for 9 yards for Macon County. And here it is 3rd and 10 Livingston as we start the fourth quarter. Coffee from the shotgun will take the snap. Coffee going to throw deep down the far side, trying to hit Bilbrey. It's going to be knocked away by Bilbrey. It was underthrown, and Xavier Bentley, the one that had the best chance to get that one, and Daniel Bilbrey had to recover and knock it away and turn into a defensive back to avoid a turnover by Livingston. Wildcats 99 yards of total offense through 3 quarters, 46 on the ground, 53 in the air. 17 yards rushing for Trey Coleman, 17 for Brody Coffey, 7 yards on the night for John Geist, 4 for Jake Hughes, 1 yard on the ground for Gage Hoffman to give them their total of 46. Coffey has completed 6 of 16 in the first half, no touchdowns, 1 interception as Dylan Watson to punt the football away. Livingston late gained a man out there. Leading the way receiving, Caden Weitzel, 22 yards on the night, 14 yards for Carson Parrott, 12 yards receiving for Jake Hughes, 5 yards receiving for Daniel Bilbrey. High snap. Watson just backing up to field it. He'll punt this one away, short punt. It will take a Macon County bounce, continues to roll Macon County's way, and it will be downed by Mason Anderson. No, it's not 35, that's 25. Dylan York there to down it for Livingston, but Macon County's going to have great starting field position at their own 47-yard line.
A flag on the play.
Here's a penalty marker back at the 40-yard line. Will be holding against Macon County, so that'll back them up 10 yards. They'll move it back to the 37-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Both teams have been disciplined in their penalties. They've had 2 penalties against the Wildcats for 15 yards, and you've had 3 with Macon County with 30 yards total.
You know, to be honest, I don't remember any of them, and that's a good ref game when you don't remember the ref making an impact on the game. 1st and 10, Macon County from their own 37-yard line. Cooper Carlisle at the quarterback. They've got a new running back there with him. We'll check that number. The handoff will go to that new back going off the left side. He's got a first down. He'll take it across midfield down to the 49-yard line where he's tripped up by Will Brown. That's number 28 out there for Macon County. That is Dakota Ridgway. On his first carry, he'll pick up 12 yards and move the chains for Macon County, picking up their 4th first down.
That last effort, that jump, gave him an extra 2 yards after he was getting tackled.
Yeah, he ends up officially with 15 yards on the carry, so it's a 1st and 10 Macon County from the Livingston 48-yard line as we're down to 9 minutes to play in the game. Handoff will go to that running back again. No gain that time. Is a good tackle over there by Trey Coleman to wrap up Ridgway for no gain. So 2nd and 10 now for the Tiger offense is Trey Coleman with a good defensive stop there for Livingston.
Just to educate everybody, with a continuous clock, that means that the clock don't stop unless there's a timeout.
Timeout or a touchdown. It will stop after a touchdown to get them back out lined up. They'll fake the handoff. Carlisle will keep it up the middle, but he doesn't have anywhere to go that time as Gage Hoffman there to wrap him up for Livingston. As Carlisle will gain a yard on the carry. But it'll be 3rd down and 9 now for Macon County.
One thing that you haven't seen most of the game is 3rd down situations.
Macon County hasn't been in many at all, have they?
Yeah.
Tigers have it 3rd and 9 here, but they're in no hurry. They're using as much of the play clock as they can as it ticks down under 10 seconds here on this 3rd down play. They'll run the end around, a little inside reverse. Hoffman going to wrap up that ball carrier as Gage read that one well, as that was number 25 on the carry for Macon County. Brennan Flowers picking up no gain. Little inside reverse by the tight end there, but Gage Hoffman right there for the Wildcats to wrap him up and set up a 4th and 9 now for Macon County. They're keeping the offense out there right now, are the Tigers, as we move under 7 minutes to play in the 4th quarter.
Beating that clock as much as they can.
Probably going to take it down to 1 before they use a timeout here to punt the football away. We talked about the rain laid up, and I think it has finally stopped, but you were right a few moments ago. That wind is picking up, and it's cool coming in from behind the press box, and now Macon County will use the timeout. With 6:49 to play in the 4th quarter. With timeout, your score is Macon County 35, Livingston Academy 0. We'll be back to Livingston right after this.
Hello, friends. Are you in the market for a new mattress or bedroom suit? Puckett's Furniture is your Tempur-Pedic and Sealy Posturepedic mattress dealer. Take advantage of Puckett's low price guarantee, plus up to 80% off of our Jameson solid latex.
4th down and 9 facing the Tigers offense. They will bring the punter in, is coming in to punt. Now will be number 35, a new punter for Macon County. D.D. Tubbs, the new punter for the Tigers. As Daniel Bilbrey deep to receive the punt. Day-Day Tubbs.
Short kick here.
Short kick here. It will take a Macon County bounce and be touchdown at the 32-yard line. where Livingston will have possession. Again, on this change of possession, they will continue to run the clock, so just about 6 minutes away from this one going final. Macon County's going to go to 7-1. They're going to go to 4-1 in region play. Livingston's going to drop to 2-6. They're going to go to 0-4 in region play, are the Wildcats. Coffee out there at the quarterback spot again. Mason Anderson in there at the tailback spot for Livingston. He had a pretty good game up at Stone last week. Caden Weitzel in motion. They'll hand it to him on the jet sweep. Weitzel cuts it inside a block, but they didn't get that block, and the tackle going to be made by Macon County after a gain of a couple by Caden Weitzel. Weitzel will pick up 2 on the jet sweep. All the gain of 3 to set up 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats offense.
The Wildcats football has looked good after halftime.
Coffee from the pistol. Anderson moves to his right. Coffee will take the snap. Coffee, a little pass out in the flats on the far side, intended for Weitzel, incomplete. Don't know if he'd have gained much anyway. That defender right there in the face of Caden Weitzel, as they had read that pretty well, but it was overthrown and incomplete. Is out there on the coverage was Braden Haas for Macon County. We move under 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Coffee on 3rd and 7. Will take the snap. He'll hand it to Anderson. Anderson up the middle. He'll take it up to midfield on a good run by Mason Anderson on down to the Macon County 49-yard line. 16 yards and a Puckett's Furniture first down on the first carry of the night by Mason Anderson. Puckett's Furniture on West Main Street in Livingston for all your furniture, appliance, and bedding needs as Livingston into Macon County territory with a 1st and 10 at the Tiger 49. Coffee. We're under 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Wildcats would love to get on the board here late, but a penalty is going to be called on Macon County. The far side official will throw the flag, and it's going to be offsides on the Tigers. Encroachment on Macon County will be 5 yards and move it inside the 45-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. So 1st and 5, Livingston. They've got Rocco Carwile in as a wide receiver, split out wide to the left side. Coffee will hand off to Anderson. Anderson going to pick up another Puckett's Furniture first down. He'll gain 7 on the play. Will Mason Anderson. A couple of carries for him to pick up 23 yards now. And the Puckett's Furniture first down with 3 minutes to play here in the second half. They move it down to the freshman.
Looking good for the Wildcats.
Move it down to the 37-yard line, does Livingston. Sorry about that. Coffee looks left. Everybody covered there. Coffee going to try to run with it, but can't get away from Macon County. Is over there, number 25, Brennan Flowers. There to wrap up Brody right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play for Coffee. Had a couple of wide receivers over on that far side, but man-to-man coverage over there by Macon County, and there was just nowhere to throw the football on that one. Wildcats to the line of scrimmage. Bilbrey, lone receiver on the left side. Brown and Parrott coming to this near side. Blitz coming off the near side. Livingston picks it up. Coffee in trouble now, and he's going to go down. Sacked by Macon County. As they showed blitz, Livingston had to step outside to get to it. That opened up the middle, and in there getting the sack for Macon County is going to be number 71. Back there, White Walred there on the sack for the Tigers. Going to be a loss of 5 for Coffee as Walren gets in there to make the sack, and we're down to a minute and a half to play in the game. 3rd down and 15 for the Wildcats offense. Here they show blitz again. Here they come. Coffee trying to step away from it. Coffee in trouble, and Coffee sacked again. They'll get him back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play for Coffee there, and it'll set up a 4th down now for Livingston Academy. They'll give him up to the 47-yard line, where they'll say the forward progress was stopped, and that was just, you saw it coming. That was just an all-out blitz as they had 8 in the box and sent everybody. 4th and long for Livingston. We're down to 35 seconds to play in the game. Wildcats going to go for it here, as it'd be tough to keep the game clock from running out. Coffee throwing deep down the middle. He's got Parrott out there, but coming over to intercept, it's Macon County. Macon County with the interception as they'll bring it back to the 40, to the 45, and up to the 49-yard line, as that's number 27, Trey McLean, on the interception for the Tigers, and that will be the last play of the game as the clock just continues to tick down on turnover number 3 on the night by Livingston, interception number 2 for Coffee, and your final score is Macon County 35, Livingston Academy 0. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. That's going to wrap it up from here at Livingston Academy, as again Macon County wins this one by a final score of 35-0. Good night, everyone.
Good night, man.